Think I'm live. Not sure yet. Still checking. Still checking. Oh, maybe I am. Well, son of a gun. Oh, but I gotta watch a commercial first. Go figure that out. So it's part of being monetized. Oh, there we go. There we go. I got me camera up and running. Hopefully my sound is going good. Oh man, I am so happy to be here. Oh, Meerkat Games, how are you, buddy? And Clayton's Irish Model Train Reviews. Hey, that's an awesome channel. John 2618, evening to you, buddy. And Sean McGee, Alex Brockway, how are you, sir? Oh, it's gonna be a pleasure to meet you again when we get down to Strasburg. I'm telling you. Chaz Co, howdy, how are you? And John Tanzilla, Possum Bio, and Dwight Curley. Hey, welcome back. Thank you, buddy. I am so happy to be back. Last week was kind of rough, so. And Norman Rowe, how are you? And AGNS911. And I'm thinking about getting another one of those 911 units and sending it to somebody. I don't know, somebody really likes them, so I'm thinking, just thinking, I might just send another one to somebody, just to be friendly. So, Nancy Jones, how are you, my dear? Hopefully you're doing a little bit better and getting over your pneumonia. See, it's amazing you can even spell that, because I certainly can't. So, and Riley Hogan, how are you? David Z to G, nice to see EG and E, Jeff. John Tanzilla saying hi to Nancy. Grandpa Rails 23.5. Hey man, we're moving up real quick. Track 10 trains. Good evening to you. Get rid of that. Grandpa Rails. Hey, right on. Hey, we can start out. I just happen to have these sitting down here. I took them back upstairs for some reason. But Grandpa Rails, right on, buddy. Thanks for your support. And so nice to be back here. I'm telling you, I missed last Wednesday so bad. I had it all set up last week. Rick Bailey, how are you? Hey, the Rail Riders. Hey, there goes that excursion train. It's amazing. One car on the back of that train, and it's been running fine for an hour. Knock on wood. See how you guys can hear that. So, but yeah, last week I had it all set up, and Tuesday I got it set up with Vinny and everything else, what I wanted to do. I really wanted to shout out Georgia Sunbelts and James Tedesco. I wanted to do exactly what Wilmer did last week, get those guys up to their goals, get these contests going and everything else. Had it all set up. He had everything set up, and Wednesday I got home from work, and it's like, you know what? I can barely talk. I can't stand up. I can't do anything. I feel hot. I feel cold. I just have to go to bed and lay down, and I bet you I was sleeping by 5 o'clock. So, really sorry for that last week, guys. I know very, very well, I had no notice whatsoever, even for myself. That flu that hit me, it hit so hard, so fast, but everybody at work's had it. And it's one of those flus that when you get it, you're just bad for 2 days. Then all of a sudden you think, okay, well, the flu's gone, because you're used to the flu being like 2 days. So you let your guard down a little bit, stop taking medication, go back to work, and all of a sudden I was just bang down with it again for another 2 days. And I'm like, wow, really? What kind of flu is this? TSG Multimedia, and you can't really see it, buddy, but I'm wearing your shirt. Love it. I love this shirt. It says train crew on the back. So get back to the chat a bit. Adam Cruz, I got to Friday and Saturday. Yeah, it's a nasty one. So nice shirt there, Davey. Hey, what happened to Hoser? I don't feel very special now if you're not going to call me Hoser. So sorry about my voice. I'm still not completely over it, guys. But I'm trying. I could talk like this, and then we could all maybe understand. Everybody go to track 10 right now. The train is now arriving at track 10. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Now it's all stuck together. So, Professor Grimm, nice to see you, buddy. And Dale PRR Guy Base. I was just watching one of your videos, bud. Almar, trains are running. Yes, they are. I just breaking this one in. My Grand Canyon train. I don't know how many years ago was it that I went to the Grand Canyon with Vinny, Diana, and Roy. and my lovely wife that I do love very much. I just want to publicly say that right now. I do love you, Amy, and thanks for supporting me and getting me all better when I had my flu, and I turned into a real baby when I'm sick, so well, maybe not. I just lay down and go to sleep, so but she did pretty good. But like I said, how many years ago was it that we all did that trip to the Grand Canyon, and Roy Hardwick was awesome enough to buy the locomotive A and B unit for me, and I ran it on the real Rick and Canadians layout. It was running there for about 6 months. Came home and I was trying to get it all running with all my cars and everything else, but I got a 22-inch radius down there, and Walter's passenger cars do not like 22 radius. I think the first problem with the Walters cars is they're just way too light, so you have to add weight to them to start with, and the second problem with them is they're Walters passenger cars. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but I've never really got the hang of liking them. Like I said, maybe it is because they're too light. So, did you see my interview with Jason at Barnabas? I did not, but I saw you're hanging out with Stu. That was pretty good, Worley. And Jack, nice to see you, buddy. And Lawrence, day off. You got your package. Hope this covers the postage. Oh, give you the. We got to get back into some scenery stuff on this live stream. So I'll give you some scenery on the top of my head. Lawrence, day off. Thank you very much. Hopefully you do a bit of a video, bud. What you got? That Christmas contest that I did. You know what? I had so much fun when I did that. A, it was great hanging out with the community, and B, it was Christmas Day. Well, it was Christmas evening, right? And so many of you guys popped in to show your support, hang out with the community on Christmas evening. And I just got to say, from the bottom of my heart, thank you to everybody that did show up that day and participate. TSG, Multimedia, John, thank you right now. I don't think I've actually done that and said thank you for you putting out those videos, the DVDs, and being part of that contest. You're a great part of this community too, sir. And from my heart, I thank you very much for helping me out with that stuff. That was awesome. And it kind of brings me right into Strasburg, guys, because TSG Multimedia is one of the big channels as far as I'm concerned, because he's a lot bigger than I am. But he's coming to Strasburg May 15th, 16th, and 17th, guys. So, and James Goulton, thank you very much, buddy. Give you this one. Hopefully this thing works. I haven't tried it for a couple weeks. Alright, we got it. We're back into it. Alright. Thank you, James. Awesome. But, like I said, guys, TSG is going to be at Strasburg. How awesome is that you guys can meet him and just hang out with the guy. I'm going to say right now, I've spent a week hanging out with John. Most hospitable person that you could meet. Bends over backwards for you. Give you the shirt off his back. As you guys can see, he gave me this right off his back. I haven't even washed it yet. It's just right off of him, right onto me. So, but like I said, that's just one channel that's coming to Strasburg, guys. I guess I could turn that off for right now. Hopefully you don't need it. But Vinny's coming from Phoenix. We got John Dilly coming from California. You got Creative Rails coming from the Ottawa area, Canada. Like, guys, there's so many people traveling to this. They're making it a family event. And I just wanted to do one more thing. Again, I go above and beyond, I think. Well, to me, I do. I don't know what you guys call it, but I wanted to make sure when we get there. And James, thank you very much, buddy. I'll give you another one. Give you the torpedo. And JT1, nice to see you. Dwight Curley, Kyle Stevens, and Dawson's Rail Fan Adventures. And Dawson's Rail Fan Adventures says he's going. That's awesome. I don't carry stuff around like that. Yeah, no doubt. I'm not sure if I'm coming to Strasburg. I am sorry. I will have the other things I will be doing. Not everybody can go to Strasburg, I understand that, but Steamtown was amazing. Just to hang out. There was over, well, I had, I'm just going to say there's about 90 people at Steamtown last year, and I'm hoping Strasburg goes a lot higher than that. So, like I was trying to say though, to myself, like I said, I go above and beyond, because it's going to be the Thomas weekend also, and a couple people have turned around and said, you know what, I can't come because it's Thomas. And one person even said, you know what, we got Thomas over here all the time, I'm not coming to Strasburg to see Thomas. Well guys, it's not about Thomas the steam engine, it's about meeting all the YouTube. It's a YouTube meet and greet, guys. We all get to hang out with each other for like 2-3 days, depending on what day you get there. But I wanted to go a little farther than that. Now, I could have said to you guys, you know what, at 11 o'clock on February 16th, everybody book your tickets for the train. I made sure we got all the tickets. Nobody else can. I didn't give anybody else an opportunity. So I'm going to throw this up there, guys. You can see it. Premium car, regular train, first class lounge, car number 118. I got 20 adults and 2 children. That fills the car, guys. It's got 22 seats in it. We got them all. That's for car 118 on May 6th, or May. Man, I better check that. This one says February 16th. I better check the date on that one. But anyway, on May 16th, 25 adults, premium car number 88. I booked all the seats for that one too, guys. Now the reason why I did it is, like I said, I wanted to make sure we all get together. So I got to pick up the tickets around 10 o'clock in the morning, and then you guys can buy them off of me. Not too bad of a deal. It's $21 plus tax. That's pretty cool for first class. First class parlor too, by the way. But I went for 72 tickets, so there's also 20 adult tickets for the general open air car, and that's just to keep us all on the same train May 16th at 11 o'clock in the morning. So 73 or 72 of us can all ride the train at once. I think it's about 6 of those tickets are already gone, because that's me and my family and our friends that are coming, because Shannon and her son come also. But all the rest of them at that time I will have for sale for you guys. And I'm not making any profit from it. The price of that plus tax, maybe a tip, whatever, right? But, and I know I see a couple people in the chat saying I want 2 tickets and everything else. I can't hold on to tickets for people, just for the simple fact that people might say they're going to show up, and then they show up at like 12, 1 o'clock because of traffic or something like that. Now, a couple people I will hold on to tickets for, because I know they're going to be there the night before. But May 16th at 11 o'clock in the morning, when we all board the train, that's going to be basically first come, first serve. If I got the tickets, you guys want to ride with us, come and see me or my wife. We'll give you guys the tickets, exchange for lots of money. See that? Lots of money. And we'll all ride the train together that day. Now, I'm going to throw this up. I wasn't going to do this right away. See if I can get it. Other things that we can do at Strasburg, guys. And we'll just scroll down here, and I'm going to go through it. There's no sound on this anyway, so it's just me talking. Hopefully it's not screwing up too bad. But we've got the Strasburg Railroad, which is where we're going to do the train ride. And we're all going to hang out, and that's where we're going to meet on May 16th at 10 o'clock in the morning. After that, it's kind of a free-for-all, guys. Once the train ride and everything's all done, we got the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania. You will find me there for quite a bit of the day, I'm pretty sure, just because they have a Conrail unit in there, and I am going to call them and ask them if they can get it opened up to us. I want to sit in the cab of that. I want everybody to take my picture, because I want to sit in a Conrail locomotive. So that was that. See if this will click over for me. Doesn't look like it's going to. National Toy Train Museum is just, oh yeah, it's going to click over. It just took its time. So collections, and where did it all go? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Roster. There it is right there, Conrail number 2233. Look at that beautiful thing all dressed out in blue. So I want to get that sign taken down, and I want to get the cab open to that, and hopefully we can all get into it. That will be cool. Now how do I get back out of this? Alright. Other thing we can do, the National Toy Train Museum. And we also got what we're looking at right here, the Choo Choo Barn. So that's going to be the other thing, guys, is I am going to be calling these places because a lot of them close at 5 o'clock. And we're there 15th, 16th, and 17th. So over the 16th, I want to see if some of these places will actually stay open a little bit later for us. So maybe we can hang out at the Choo Choo Barn, say after 5 o'clock. Or we all go for dinner. So if anybody's got a good place that they want to go for dinner when we're in Strasburg, you can throw it in the chat. Or send me a message, and then I can always book that too. And hopefully that'll be a good time. But just some of the things that we can do, guys. I will go over more of it later on. But like I said, I've already booked the tickets for the train. It is not behind the Thomas the Steam Train. It is behind an actual steam locomotive. Awesome. I made sure of that one. So hopefully the person I was talking to on the phone knows what they were talking about. And we are not going to be behind Thomas. The other reason why I did it at 11 o'clock in the morning is just we get there as soon as we can. Our group kind of gets all situated. And like I said, once Thomas gets in there, it might get pretty busy, so we can all branch off to the different parts anyway. So, but Conrail Local was open last summer. I went through it. Right on, Dave Piper. And I hope to see you when we go there on May. Steve Arnold, I wish I had $1 for every Santa Fe cab I sat in. Yeah, well, you worked there, so. And Steve Arnold, it's May 16th and 17th. I know it's a bit of a trip for quite a few people. That's why I suggest this stuff. Like, we'll go in May, and then in June I'll probably announce the next one. And it's for that reason. People can start putting a little coin jar in their house or something and just start throwing money in it. And that's your trip to Strasburg. So trust me, that's what I'm doing. Because 8-hour drive for me, so that's going to be a couple tanks of gas. And I will tell you guys right off the bat, the Red Caboose Hotel, it's not cheap, but in the same sense, how often do you get to sleep in a caboose? They're not even out there anymore. Now they're called pushing platforms. Whoopie-doo. But no, I get pretty excited when I see them in a video. So if I get to sleep in one, yeah, I'm going to spend the money to do it. So, but lots of other hotels and stuff that are around there, guys. So check it out. And we'll hang out Strasburg. I'm really hoping to meet lots of people. So Leslie, I won't get there in May, but trying to get a full vacation maybe next year to the Pennsylvania rail lines. That'd be cool too. Turn the gain down on your mic for chipping. I'm not sure if I can do that. Hold on. Alright, hopefully that's a little bit better. I'm only using a webcam tonight, guys. I'm not using the Yeti. I'm not using anything else. Just basic, plain old, simple. That's my webcam. This is my picture. That's the microphone. So, sleeping in a caboose would be cool, says Sean. And yeah, I think it would be too. And Sean, maybe you can follow me down. I know you're only another 20 minutes, so 8 hours and 20-minute drive for you, so that'd be cool. I'll be there for a few days before and after, so if any of the local folks know good filming spots or museums to check out, let me know. So guys, contact TSG Multimedia if you're from the area. If you got some place for him to check out, that'd be cool, and he can hang out with you for a day. You're going to have to buy him lunch, though, I guarantee it. So, Jerry, how are you doing, buddy? Rick Bailey, I'm still trying. I thought you said you were coming, you and your wife. I know she's pregnant and almost close to that spot, but hopefully you can make it, bud. Any cool layouts around the area? And I haven't looked into that yet. TSG Multimedia, like I said, just around the Strasburg area is the 4 locations that I already showed, so that's going to keep me pretty busy. There's a person to contact right there. N-Scale Union Pacific Evanston Subdivision. I know he's got a couple clubs that he's a member of a club that's in the Pennsylvania area. Maybe it's close enough that he can set you up with a little bit of a tour there. Not quite sure. And Vinny's saying that my sound's a lot better, so that's good. Hot Rod Rodney's telling me I'm on YouTube. Thanks, Hot Rod. Kind of figured I was. Anyway, maybe I gotta stop reading my phone at the time. So, already planning on seeing Horseshoe Curve and Steamtown, but that's about all I know. And you are not going to be disappointed at Horseshoe Curve. When you go there, plan on doing about 3 hours at least, just sitting there watching trains go by. And bring a rain. No, I don't know. They do have a covered area there if it does start raining, so it's not too bad. So, I'm only buying water for TSG Multimedia. I'll be broke after paying for my ticket out and back. I know, but hey, think of all the people you're going to get to see, meet, and everything else. That's going to be so cool. So, and like I said, guys, it's once a year that I do this. It's a family vacation for me, my family, and a couple of our friends that join us. I just announce it to you guys, so hopefully everybody joins us, because I see the wife all the time. I never see you guys, so cool to hang out with you guys for a bit. So, and she can come, whatever. Redbird Tony 2010, nice to see you in here, buddy. School Kill River Valley, nice to see you, John. Reading in Northern Norfolk, Southern Rail Fanning. I'm going to be at a hobby shop there with Nathan. Awesome. Hanging out with Nathan would be really cool too. I didn't get to spend a lot of time with him last year, so I was pulled like in a lot of different directions last year. And good thing I went to Steamtown the year before, because I didn't get to see a lot of it. So, but that's okay. It's all about meeting you guys. Tom's Trains and Things doing the old thumbs up. Thanks very much, buddy. And hanging out in Wilmer Stream. How many people were hanging out with Indian Head Valley Railroad last night on Track Tuesday? That's it. Because I said the word on, I couldn't think of the word on. My goodness. So, I had a lot of fun last night, just for the simple fact we got a couple of guys, James Tedesco and Georgia Sunbelt. We're very, very close to getting to their milestones. And when they get to their milestones, then we're going to hold a contest. So, Wilmer turned around last night when they popped into their chat and said, you know what, guys, let's get them up, let's get them going. And we got them to their milestones, and that's awesome. So now both those guys have their contest videos up and running. So again, that's James Tedesco and Georgia Sunbelt. Check out their channels and go check out their contests. Take part in their contests. They're pretty easy. James Tedesco is going to be hanging out February 20th, and it's just going to be a live stream contest. He's got about 15, 20 things he's going to give away. That's really cool. So that's James Tedesco. And Georgia Sunbelts, all he wants you to do is answer 3 questions for his, and then you get put into a draw, and he's got a lot of great content and stuff to check out anyway. But his contest has like 10 different things he's giving away also. So that's really cool. But another one I want to throw out there right now, and he does a live stream on Monday nights. We got Tatagonda, where'd it go? I want to get the name right. Tatagonda Valley Railroad and Coal Company. I just call him just Nate. There he is right there saying hi to Mike. So, guys, I'm just going to pop him up here for right now. And I've got him muted, so we can't really hear him. But when he hits 250, so guys, what I'd really like, there is 64 people in here right now. Nate is looking for 250 subscribers. If we can get him up there right now, then that's 250. Nate's going to hold a contest on his channel. That's going to be 3 different contests going at the same time in this community. That is totally cool and awesome. Oh, hold on. Did I say 3? There's going to be 4, because I'm pretty sure next week, because one of my Patreons gave me a bunch of HO scale rolling stock to give away. I'm going to go down to Otter Valley Railroad this weekend and pick up some N-scale rolling stock, and I am going to have a contest next Wednesday. So that's going to be 4 contests we got all in the month of February. So guys, there he is in the chat right there. Check out his channel. Go subscribe to him. Somebody let me know how many subscribers he's got. Because you know what? 250. That's not that far away. We can probably do that. There's OVR Trains right there in the house too. I'm going to go see him on the weekend. Probably Friday late afternoon. I'm going to go check out Lauren and have a little chat with him and get some things going for this contest. But just Nate needs a few more subscribers, guys. Go check out his channel right about now. There's one. N-Scale Union Pacific said he subscribed to Nate. That's awesome. Northern Ohio Railroad Action, 247, so he's moving up there. That's cool. John Tanzillo saying hi to David Z and G. Rapido is coming Saturday. Oh, okay, I could make it on Saturday, I guess. So why not? I can shoot a video of that. And thanks, Adam. So Adam subscribed to him. Kyle Stevens saying 247 for Nate. Hi, Dave's Trains. BNSF N-Scale. BNSF 6951. I got to learn how to read. David Piper saying 249. Hey, if that means he only needs one more. If that's the number that's up there, 248 for Nate. Holy cow, come on guys, let's get them going. I want another contest. That's going to be 4 contests in the month of February, and we can do that. Chris Mitchell saying night to Grandpa Rails, and I'm sure he's heading home later. Guys, time to go home. See you guys in Strasburg. I'm sure you'll see us before then, buddy, and all these live stream. David Piper saying 252, so does that mean just Nate? Tiouganda Valley Railroad and Coal Company is over his 250. Hopefully I was 248. That's Dave Hudson. So guys, let me know where Nate is right now, because I can't just pop over. But like I said, guys, he does the Monday night live stream, Narrow-Minded Mondays, and it's just a bunch of us get together and we just have a great discussion about things. Just subscribe to Nate. That's Sean McGee. That's cool. BNSF 6951 says 253. CDP 1965 says 254. Come on, Nate. Tell me how many you got going, buddy. Altec 6. Hey, Sparky just subscribed. Right on. And ZD USA Rail Fans at 50 subs. No self-promotion in the chat, guys. We're trying to get somebody else up right about now. Thanks, Sparky and all. So I'm pretty sure that means he's up and over. I'm at 102 subs. That's Dawson's Rail Fan Adventures. So, guys, that is really cool. We did it. So we're going to have to be looking forward to a contest from just Nate with the Tiouganda Valley Railroad and Coal Company. I had so much fun last night in Wilmer's live chat getting those other 2 guys to their milestones. And I just had to do it for just Nate, too. I got one more channel that I'm going to throw up there, guys, but I think he needs a few more than just 15. I'm going to toss it up right now. It's another great channel. He does a lot of scratch building. And no, Vinny, it's not you. He does videos on a certain building. It's prototypical. He does his research for these buildings. He gets blueprints, and he builds it right down to the HO scale that he needs for his layout. Now, guys, the guys I'm talking about, that is Stu's Structures, and his name is Mark Stewart. And that's not the right one. Here we go. Stu's Structures. And this is what I mean about his. Now, recently he's been doing a scratch build for a freight house. And like I said, guys, he gets all the research done. He gets blueprints, he gets pictures and video and everything else about these old buildings. And gets them all in there. Tries to build it as close as possible. He will show you tips, tricks about eaves and corbels and gables and windows and doors and roofs, and he's going to show you all kinds of tricks. But what he's starting to do now is every once in a while, like this one here, scratch building a firebox for your model roadway. He's going to throw in a little scratch build every once in a while, just so people don't get bored with the main build. Now, you can see how many he's got going for the freight house, but this is one that I followed left, right, and center. Building of the beanery. And he had, well, there's 18, 23 videos of the beanery. Oh, 24 videos of the beanery. That was an awesome build, and if you guys start watching some of his videos right from start to beginning to the end, or even some of them in the middle, he shows you all the detail right to the eaves trough. Little pieces of wood that is sticking out. Anything and everything, he models it to perfection. So Stu Structures, I think he said when he hits 500, he's going to hold a subscribers contest. He's at 457 right now, so he's got a bit to go, guys. But please check him out. Let's get him very close to his what he's looking for, subscribers, and I think that'd be really cool. So Stu Structures, I can't, maybe somebody can throw that up. There it is, Taitagana Valley Railroad threw it up, Stu Structures. So click on that link, guys, and like I said, check him out too. Thanks very much for getting Just Nate up to 250. That is awesome. So I'm going to scratch that one off my list. That one off my list for Stu Structures. And New Haven Rails, nice to see you, buddy. Why are you -4? James Tedesco saying, laugh out loud. So James must have said something funny. A cookie Rob here. A cookie Rob. Okay. So, but guys, it's just great that you guys helped out Nate. Really awesome that you guys can help out Stu. It'd be nice to get them up there. If Stu Structures got up there, that'd be 5 contests in February, so that'd be really cool too. And I think Wilmer's getting really close to his contest being finished too. Pretty sure last night he said Valentine's Day. So I'm not sure if that's when he said it's going to close the drawing, or if that's when he was going to actually do the drawing. So if somebody knows the answer to that, let me know. Troublemaker 12, nice to see you, buddy. Now, the other contest, like I said, guys, that I was mentioning, is because of my Patreon page. So I'm just going to toss it up here. All of the cash that I make out of Patreon comes right back into this live stream right here. Goes to products that I can buy, and I always buy 2 of them so I can do a review of it and then give one away to some lucky contestant. Haven't done that for a while. Probably will be doing that this weekend, picking up something for you guys and me to kind of look at. But any support I get on Patreon, guys, comes right back into my live stream, and contests, prize giveaways, product reviews. But like I said, everything comes back and goes back to you guys. I don't keep any of it. So unless it's something that I'm reviewing and I have to open and start using or something else, I'm not obviously not going to give that away, but I will give a brand new one away, so I always buy 2. So like I said, gonna go to Otter Valley this weekend because he's a proud supporter. Well, I hope he's a proud supporter of this channel. But he does support my live streams, and he's going to be helping us out with the next contest with some N-scale stuff. My Patreon, one of my Patreons gave me a bunch of HO scale rolling stock to give away, so that will be next week, next Wednesday. No limit to how many people are following or watching next week. We're just going to have the contest at some certain point. I'll probably drag it out to a later part of the live stream just so we have more people. But you never know. Might be 10 minutes in. If I got a lot of people right off the bat, we might do it right at the start. So who knows? So become a Patreon of Sparky's channel. Thanks, guys. And thanks, Roy. That would be awesome if everybody did. Like I said, it all comes right back into this, and I give it right back to you guys. I don't need to keep any of that, but I'd really like to give it back to the community. So, and to me, that's just the community, helping out the community even more. So, really cool. And Tom's Trainings and Things, he's got his contest going. I forgot about that one too, so we're going to find out who the winner is next week on that one. Kyle Stevens, that would be great. Tom, any photos would help. So that's the one thing I do like about live streams, guys. You got a question, throw it up in the chat. The person that's hosting the live stream is probably going to miss the question 50% of the time. But so many people in the chat are going to see your question and probably answer it and help you out with any problems that you got. So it's one thing I really do like about live streams and the chat. And then every once in a while, the guy that's hosting it goes, "What are you guys talking about? What? Can somebody ask that again?" I'm doing too much talking, so. So that was the Patreon page. I don't like to stick on that too much. And we got Nate over saying Stu Structures. Hopefully, Nate, if you can throw that up there again, buddy, for Stu Structures. Hopefully we can get him up to his milestone too. Strasburg we already talked about. Choo Choo Barn, Strasburg, Pennsylvania Railroad Museum, and the Model Train Museum. How awesome is that going to be? Like 2-3 days that you guys are going to be there. That's a lot to do right there. Plus Thomas the train engine, or steam engine. So bring your wives and your kids and your families and cousins and aunts and uncles and everybody else. We'll get them all together, and you have a good time with Thomas too. Why not? But that's going to be pretty cool. So that was the Strasburg thing. Been off for a couple weeks because I was sick last week, but I do want to give a real quick thank you to some of my Patreons, or not my Patrons, but my Super Chats. So I'm going to give you the old torpedo. Maybe. There we go. And special thank you guys. I know it's running a little bit late. FRM Station House, thank you very much. Grandpa Rails, Container Man 68, Lawrence Dayoff, and David Brockway. Thank you very much for the super chats, super stickers a couple weeks ago. That was awesome of you, and that helps out quite a bit with some of this other stuff that I try to get and show for the show. So we'll let that go. Now, last thing that I want to show you guys is my Helix. You can kind of see it over my left hand shoulder. This is my left. I had to actually look at the other screen for that one. Wow, that's pretty bad. So I'm going to take the camera over. We're going to take a look at the Helix, and I'm going to show you guys a couple of the problems that I've had with it already, and I'm only at level 3. I need to go up 7 levels to get to my second deck, and then I need to go up another 6 levels to get to my third deck. So forgive me for the camera that's going to fly through the air right about now. We'll go over and take a quick look at it, and then we'll come back over here and we'll talk about Helixes. Alright, here is the monster of a beast. Move my chair so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. And yes, it's going to be shaky cam for a little bit. Now, a couple of people were asking about these, the track gauges. So, track alignment gauge for HO scale. Not sure if they do them for N scale or not. But it's the original. And I'm not sure if this is going to show up. It says HO alignment gauge by Ribbon Rail. And I got them from Otter Valley Railroad. They're not too much money, guys. As you guys can see, $10.99 for them. Got quite a few of them. I'm hoping to go for the larger curves, 30, 32. This is 26 and 28. Just because it's a Helix, like, how big do you really need it? That's over 5 feet in diameter. Now, not too sure how well this is going to come out. Well, we can do this one over here right away. So, but you got to solder your track. And how much fun is soldering track to begin with? But you get this on a curve, and then this is micro engineering track. So you guys can see right in here. If I move my finger, probably, maybe a little closer. Not sure how well this is going to turn out. But I put the rail back in onto the ties for the holders. Popped them out for these two. Popped them out for the two over here. And then I'm not sure if I'm using too much solder or not. I don't think I am, because I'm only soldering the outside. But you can see on the inside of this one, it started coming up. Well, you got to make sure you're using paste, because that paste is what attracts the solder and gets it to go where you want it to go. If you don't put any paste on there, a lot of times solder will just glob. And you know, that's even if you got the resin core solder. A lot of times that's what's going to happen. Now, another little problem I got. You can see the little cracks I'm getting, and that's because we're using a jigsaw. And it's not a template by any means. We're just using a single piece, and we're cutting it out each time with a jigsaw. And of course, every time is going to be a little different. So I'm getting a crack there, and I got another crack right over in this one. And of course, I'm spreading the glue across with the cork. And then every once in a while you got to look down here, and I ended up with a puddle of glue that I had to clean up down there. So just something else to keep in mind. Now I'm going to set you guys down. Maybe I can look at some. Anybody have any questions right now about doing a Helix? I got a gas-powered soldering iron. So much easier than dragging wire and extension cords around. So Rich Discoveries has a gas-powered soldering iron. I don't think I've ever seen one of those. Rich, you're going to have to show that to us. Hard to get a good cut with a jigsaw. And that's CDP, and yes, it was kind of hard to get a good cut. Oh, let's take a look at this little guy popping by right here. Always like watching the trains running by. Grand Canyon train. It'd be so good when I finally get the actual track laid down and get some of this easy track out of here. Run a longer passenger train, so. And I think he might mean butane. Yeah, that I could see. Gas-powered being. I'm thinking like a gas-powered chainsaw or something, but a big soldering iron on the end of that one. And Rich is saying it's going to be an awesome Helix, so I kind of hope so too. Like I said, the biggest problem I had, like these alignment gauges I got from Otter Valley Railroad. Now, I'll show you this piece of track. I bent this the other day when I did the video, and it's still bent to the radius that I bent it to. So, microengineering track and those turn radius guides are a godsend. As you can see, it's right on the cork, and you can tweak that a little bit when you're starting to go by. Not a big deal, right? But keeping with your radius all the time, again, because it was a jigsaw, now I want to say chainsaw just because Rich has me on this gas-powered stuff, but even the outside edges weren't perfectly smooth. If you guys have a router or something that you can use like JWL did, it's probably the best, because then all your parts will be the same all the way through. But these I'm going to have to sand quite a bit just to get some of these nicks out of here and stuff. But you got to try to keep the same radius all the way around there too, and that wasn't the easiest thing to do when you got little jogs in there. So again, then you got to start eyeing it up a little bit. Cork's the easy part, obviously. Now the transition part, as you guys can see, move my locomotive out of the way. Transition part, I'm obviously going to have to keep this piece of wood under there. But I'm going to come off the front here and do a curve. That'll start in this part. Now, a question I've got from a lot of people, and you guys can see where that wire is sticking out of the wall, that is going to be the second level. So when I get over here, how am I going to transition off of the Helix to get to the second level? So just as an example for this, because the track is going in this direction, that way, that way, what I'm going to do is cut another piece with my trusty jigsaw. It's going to fit right in here when I get to level 2, and it's going to fit perfectly in there, and then I'm just going to run the track straight off the back. So that'll run straight against the wall, and that'll be the entrance to stage 2 or level 2, and then again coming back from level 2, it'll sweep around like this, and then it'll go back into this outside curve, so up to level 3. I'm trying to think of some of the other questions I had. Oh, somebody asked me what the Helix is, and Schuylkill River worked it out for me, and it's a 3.2% grade. I was kind of hoping I was shooting for 2, but he did all the math for me and everything else, because it's 5'2" from one side to the other, and 4 inches that I'm going up each time I go up a level. I ended up with 3.2% grade. But I don't think that's going to be too bad, 3.2. Some people go 4. Woodland Scenics, you can buy a 4% grade from them, so it can't be impossible. And down here at the end, I will put a helper pocket, so if I do need some help pushing up a train, I can do that. So, alright, hopefully I'm not making anybody too dizzy. Over here, is there any other questions? Curve turnout? No, that's the thing, guys. I don't need a curve turnout over there when I go to the second level, because the outside one goes to the next level, and then it's also the outside track again that comes back in from the second that goes to the third, right? So all my up is on the outside, and then when I go from the third level all the way down to the first level, that is the inside radius. So these two tracks will never cross each other at all the way down from third to first, first to second, and second to third. Never crosses each other, so do not need turnouts, and at no point am I going to go from first to third. So no curved turnouts. Biggest thing with me is I like continuous running. See if I can get myself situated back, spinning you guys around, making you all dizzy. Showing you my whole layout shed now. There, you guys got like the whole view of that one. You guys actually seen way back there yet? It goes back pretty far. That is about 27 feet from this end all the way to the back. Oh, look, we got a train coming again. So, and it's 12 feet across. So it's going to be a good size layout, I think. So, are you going to build a mountain tunnel into your layout anywhere? I'm going to have a few tunnels. One thing I really like to see when I'm watching people run trains is you can kind of go through a mountain. So maybe a small spot that's a tunnel. Come out, it's an opening, back into another tunnel in a mountain. So it just kind of pops out and then back in. I think that's going to be pretty cool. And another thing I like to see is cutaways. So if it's just a hill type thing, the railroad's actually taking the dirt and stuff away. There. Not running over my cord now. But they actually make a cutout of the hill and stuff, so they got high banks on both sides. I think that's going to look really cool too. I've got so many plans. The only thing that's going to be prototypical on my layout, so everybody really kind of knows now, is the rail yard in St. Thomas. Because I have the station, I've got the roundhouse, I've got the turntable, I've got the transfer table, and I've got the locomotive shop. All that stuff I've already got. I want to do that as prototypical as I can. Other than that, I'm going to go through a book that's all about Canada Southern, and I want to do certain industries along the line. That's about it. I'm not going to actually model this town, that town, this town prototypically. It's a fictional railroad except for the St. Thomas area. Now, my big thing about St. Thomas is I grew up there. I crossed those tracks all the time when I went to high school. So from my house, I went 2 blocks, crossed like, I think it was 22 tracks I had to walk across. And it was a live yard. There was over 100 trains a day in that yard when I was growing up there. So it's going to be pretty cool. But like I said, other than that, I just want to do some of the industry that it did do. They did a Heinz ketchup factory. Oil Springs was on there. The furniture factories, wood places, all kinds of stuff. But I want to stagger those throughout my layout. I want to make it operational, but at the same time, I like to have trains that are just running. I like to come out, just like now, sit here, talk to you guys, and have a train running in the background. I like to do my scenery that way too. When I'm doing a scenery spot on my layout, I like the train to run, 10, 15 cars on it, and you're doing your scenery, and all of a sudden you got to go, oh, there goes the train. And you got to stop and wait for it to go by. It's like, all right, that was cool, back to it. And for me, it's kind of like you get to sit back when you're doing the scenery, watch the train go through it and go, yeah, that's looking pretty good. Or, maybe I better change that right now while the glue's wet. So, mixed mower is not too bad. The heater is on in the cab. I got the heat off in this place. Holding the heat pretty good though. It's great to see someone actually working on a layout. Some people love to just talk about thinking about doing something. I'd love to just talk and tell you guys I did it, but you know what? You guys have been here right from the start. Right from my flood, second layout that I did in my addition, to the she shed, as you guys nicely call it. It's a she shed. Took me a long time to figure out that was a commercial. I had to ask somebody in Tom's Trains and Things where she shed came from, and apparently it's a commercial on TV. But anyway, mine's a train shed. You guys have been here right from the beginning of that, and we're going to keep this a journey together. When I'm doing parts on my layout and stuff like that, every once in a while, I'm just going to throw up a live stream, and this is what we're doing. So you get the good, the bad, and the ugly, if it worked, if it didn't work. It's just going to be like that. So, another live stream that I've got coming up, and I show this all the time too. March 28th, it's a Saturday. That's the double headers annual, 37th annual layout tour. So you buy for $5, you buy a map, Kitchener, Cambridge, Waterloo, Guelph area, surrounding area. $5 you buy a map, and you get to tour all these layouts. And I'm going to be on that tour this year. So one of the live streams I'm planning on doing this year, on March 28th at 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to start a live stream. And just going to throw it up here on the back, just like we are now. And for 12 hours, because it goes 9 to 9, I'm just going to let the live stream go. I'm also going to buy a clock, and I'm going to hang it off the front of the Helix. So if you were somebody that were coming around on the double headers tour, and say you showed up here at 2 o'clock and you wanted to see yourself in the live stream later on, then you can check out the clock and the gun go, oh, I got to fast forward a couple hours. Now, the only problem with that, so I'm probably going to have to stop and start every hour, which is something I'm thinking about doing, because YouTube only lets 3 hours go at a time. So if I did a 12-hour live stream and you showed up at 2 o'clock and YouTube only shows 3 hours and they stopped at like 12, you missed yourself. So that's probably something I'm going to do, is probably every hour I'll stop it and then restart it. Maybe even put the time in the description. Who knows? So, but I'm really excited to be part of that tour. So I'm really excited to kind of show and share that tour with the rest of you guys too. So be kind of cool. Now, one question I got for you guys, maybe you guys will know, is if I'm going to live stream a tour like that, do I have to have a sign on my door that says you are going to be on live TV? Or can I just do that? And people just are going to be on live camera. I'm not sure what the rules would be for that. So, Grand Canyon Excursion, right on. I watched a 3-hour, 40-minute live stream on Monday. Yeah, well, that wasn't the real Wicked Canadian, was it? But some guys do go pretty low. So, let them know and get consent. Okay, so yeah, that's something I'm going to have to do then, is put a sign on the door that says you will be on live camera, or you will be on YouTube. So maybe some people won't come in then. Who knows? But hey, that's the name of my game. I'm on YouTube, so if you want to come in here and see this, you're going to be on YouTube. And hopefully Sean McGee shows up and on the tour and checks out. You don't even have to do the tour, buddy. You can just come over here and hang out for the day. Why not? So I know I'm going to have a few people. Was Jenny Kirk in the UK? Yes, Jenny Kirk is in the UK. So David Hudson's, it's looking great. Really looking forward to the finish. So am I, bud, but that was one weekend for me doing that much of the Helix. And there was a point, like I said, the soldering, I'm not sure if I'm adding too much solder when I'm doing it. But I actually had to cut the last section of track out back about 6 inches because I couldn't keep the train on the track. So I had to cut that out and put a brand new piece in there. There's another question that people were asking me, is why am I only using a 4-axle locomotive? I have used the 4, I've used the 6-axle. I have not got my big boy or my Challenger out yet to run on my Helix. It is coming up probably in the next level that I do. That way it actually has some distance to run. But I found that the 6-axle, so my 90 Max, they ran it just perfectly. No worries, no qualms, no nothing. They just ran up the grade. 6 axles, the wheels kept itself in line pretty good. I thought, okay, well I can't be that good at laying track. I just can't be. So I got my GP38 that I got from RAR as a gift, and I threw that on there, and it actually derailed twice. I've had 2 spots. One, I just kind of had to push the track over a little bit while it was drying, and that fixed that problem. But like I said, the last one, I actually had to cut the whole section out of track. I think I'm using too much solder, which is probably a possibility, because I get it going in there and then I just start adding solder to the outside, and obviously because I'm using the paste, it draws the solder to the inside too. So I'm pretty sure I put a big glob on the inside and derailed it. But I'm finding more problems with a GP38 just because of the turn radius, short axle, and it'll jump a little bit more. Maybe it's because it's lighter too, I'm not sure. So I'm finding a lot more problems with that than I was with my 90 Mac. And I'm not sure if I really want to get my big boy out and run the Helix or not. It kind of scares me, actually. I know it's a 26 and 28 turn radius. But those front trucks on those things are so light, even on straight sometimes, that they pop up. And I'm going to try them. I'm going to try the big boy and the Challenger. But if it derails way too much, I am definitely just going to stop using them, because I'm not going to pull out my hair just because a steam locomotive doesn't do the helix. Most of my layout's going to be diesel anyway. If I can get my track perfect, that's awesome. But like I said, I'm not going to pull my hair out for it. So more cowbell. Why do I need more cowbell? A little solder goes far. Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm starting to think that I'm doing too much. Because actually, if I put some paste in the rail joiner itself, that would actually draw the solder down instead of to the sides. That might be a smart thing to do too. So look at me learning something every day. So, and saying hi to Randy. So RDNT, nice to see you, buddy. And everybody want to see what RDNT helped with? There we go. See that up there? Way up there. Randy helped put the roof on this place, so thanks very much, buddy, for coming over and helping out. And Possum Bio, thanks for the super sticker, buddy. Awesome. We'll give you the old 2 thumbs up for that one, bud. Yeah. Thank you very much. That's awesome, buddy. That's so cool. I think those super stickers are some of the best things that YouTube ever came out with. I think. See you guys soon. So TSG Multimedia must be taking off, and I've hit 56 minutes. Hey, we actually did it. And James, thank you, buddy. Give you 1 too. And Hastings. Oh well, there's 2 of you. I got to give you a wig for that one. Come on. I'll give you the old Sheryl Crow. I think it's Sheryl Crow. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. This is the old Sheryl Crow wig. I just need a guitar or a band or something behind me. So, James and Hastings, thank you very much. It's awesome of you guys. Come on, do it again. All right. And you guys can't really see it. Maybe we'll go for a bit of a walk. But you guys remember that awesome train light I had? The train signal? Well, it's still here. It's way back here. Oh, I got a very short cord on this. So I'll put you guys right here for right now. We can't use this thing anymore because it needs some repairs. It actually broke. So I got to get some new pieces for this. So I got to call Mad Dog Railroad Garden Supplies, but this is actually stamped right off there, and hopefully I can just put it back without dropping it. Stay. But I was just kind of, when that happened, oh man, my heart sunk so bad, because I was, that light I was actually hoping to put right here in the middle of this, not where the garbage is. Well, yes, where the garbage is. I was going to take the garbage out of there and fasten it down to the cement right there so nobody could ever hit it and it could never fall over and it would be fastened and all that other stuff. And, well, it got knocked over beforehand. So that kind of sucked. And my live chat left me. So there we go. We're back. So that kind of, a little bit of a, well, got to get some more parts. So anyway, not a big deal. Good night, Vinny. Later, Vinny. Good night, Vinny. Night, Vinny. Night, Vinny. So Vinny must be leaving. And we pretty much hit the 1 hour mark, guys. So that was really cool. Anybody have any questions about a Helix? Now's a good time to throw them up there. We'll stay for a couple more minutes anyway. And Vinny's saying see you guys all on Friday. So that's to hanging out with the cousin Vinny. That's at 8 o'clock at night Eastern. 75 watching. Hey, cool. That's awesome. And 41 thumbs up. So that's not too bad. And everybody else is saying good night. Engineer Hall, contact me on Facebook if you're able to make a radius template in HO for me. And I'll have to see if that was to me or not. But Engineer Hall, like I said, the templates I got from OVRtrains.com, $10.99. And again, I'll tell you guys who they're from. I'm not sure if they actually have a website or not, but it's Ribbon Rail. So Ribbon Rail is the name of the company, but like it's $10.99 Canadian, so that's probably like $7 American for you guys. And I picked up 6 or 7 of them for different radiuses. So, and I showed in my one video how to use them. Snap that right down on the track, push it along inside the track. Awesome. And microengineering track keeps the radius really good. So, why are you -4? He's got to run. See you later, bud. And have a good one. And Dave BNSF. What's up, Kyle? Later, Rob. And good night, Rob. So a lot of people are popping in and out. I would imagine they would have them for N scale. I'm not sure if they do, Sean. I guess if they do, maybe Otter Valley. If Lauren's still here from Otter Valley Railroad, maybe he can answer that. If they have these track templates for N scale also and HO, because me being HO, I don't look for the N scale stuff. But not sure if Lauren's still in here. I know he's a busy guy. Once they change stores, like location for the store, and it's twice the size, he's twice as busy. So that's pretty cool. But let me check. Not aware of N scale, but let me check. So that's Lauren is still in here. So he will check to see if they got N scale ones, guys. And if they do, I guess he'll let us know either this week or maybe he'll tell me this weekend when I go there. And I'll just have to remember to tell you guys. So sweepstakes are great. And David A, don't strain anything. So David Atkins, what are you doing? Don't hurt yourself. Dave Piper, I got those radius gauge at Strasburg Train Shop. Cool. Strasburg has a train store? Oh man, can't wait for that now. Ted Johnson, have seen them in N scale. I think they are called Traxetta or something like that. And OVR Trains is saying yes they do. So OVR Trains, do you carry them? And will you be carrying them now? Sorry, no super chat or super sticker tonight. I can't get it to work on my end. A couple of people have said that super chats and super stickers, every once in a while YouTube goes for a bit of a glitch. So, and I've had it happen to me too a couple times. So, buy special N, okay. And good night, Dale. Cool. Sweet sticks come in a different radius. Sweepsticks come in all different radii. Okay, Traxetta are by Pico. So there you go, guys. They are out there. So, and there goes Choo Choo. Oh, Choo Choo's coming. And Chris Mitchell's on his way out. Strasburg train store right next to the Choo Choo barn. Right on. And hopefully they got really good prices then, because I'll probably spend some money in there. But, and there's another question. Strasburg Railroad, do they have a gift shop? I know, Roy, you were saying you got your hat that says conductor at the gift shop there. But do they have any model trains and stuff in there that you can buy? Because I know that'd be kind of cool. That's from the Grand Canyon Railroad. They had their gift shop. And they had 2 or 3, I think. So, and Tom's Trains and Things is saying average prices down there. So that's good, because what I was kind of asking for the prices for is you get to some of the highlighted areas or things, right? Like museums and things like that. And of course the train store right next door jacks their prices right up because you're there because of the museum and stuff, right? So, yes, I think they do upstairs. Very cool. So, guys, that's pretty much it for me. I didn't see any more questions about a helix that I could actually look into or maybe answer. Again, the biggest thing I can do or say or anything about building a helix is take your time. You have to test every section that you put up there, and if you can do it, if you do 1 or 2 sections of track, test those right away. Because like my last one, it was the last section I actually had to cut out. Now, If I would have went 5 sections at a time and then had to cut that out, then I would have actually had to try to piece a whole piece in there. So the more testing you do, the better it's going to be. Great hobby store in the museum in Strasburg. There goes another 200 bucks. Yes, they have 3 gift shops, but no train stuff. Well, that might save me a bit of money then. So they used to sell some model trains in the gift shop. Helix Envy over here. Don't be too envious, Rick. Like I said, the big thing with mine is I went to 4 inches because I could do double stacks and tall box cars, and because of my radius I can do the longer cars like auto racks and stuff like that too. But another thing that I'm bad for is I'll run my crane cars and I get the crane boom up a little bit and I'm not paying attention and it goes into a tunnel, and next thing you know you got this crane car going whoop like that. So it's a little higher for that. And I don't know, future maybe railroads would come out with higher cars. I doubt it because tunnels are tunnels, but I just wanted to make sure I had all the clearance and something. Being a YouTuber, maybe a camera would need a little bit more room. You never know. So that's why I went with 4 inches. I am working on my first layout with a 3-level helix. Right on, James. Same kind of thing I got going then, buddy. So just remember that. Then the outside one is your one that goes to different levels. The inside track is the one that can go from the 3rd level to the 1st level, and you'll never cross over tracks. So, oh, that is a question. With a double stack fit under 4 inches. My helix is 4 inch. Yes, a double stack fits perfectly, with lots of room actually. If you want, I can show you guys that. Did your package show up, Joe Radar? Not sure. Joey, expect to use at least 5 feet square or more. And yeah, the larger helix the better. That's 5 feet 2 inches. So that would be really neat to see you run it with a camera on there. And well, that's going to be the name of the game, Rich. I want to get a couple cameras. My favorite shot on a layout is a camera on the caboose. Top gondola, so you're looking kind of over top of the whole train, and then when it sneaks around some bends, you're kind of getting the side view of it and everything else. I think that looks awesome, so kind of hoping to get that. And some eastern railroads can't run double stacks because of tunnel clearance. Yep, I know that one. And reading in Norfolk Southern saying I'm back and get a GoPro, and that's New Haven Rails. And I have heard nothing but bad things in the last 2 months about GoPros. A lot of things about their updates and stuff. They advertise 1080, and then you do their updates and things for their GoPros, and they're down to 720 or 760, and you can't upgrade it back up to 1080. So, but that's only what I've been hearing. I do not own one. So, Polaroid Cube, that's another thing that I'm thinking about getting. Barnabas Junction has one of those and talks very highly of it. CSX Philly Sub can't run them, but they are fixing that. That's good. And New Haven Rails, I have mine and it's great. And that, obviously talking about the GoPro. So that's cool. But did you find that 720 to 1080 to me, my eyes would never see the difference. But love my Polaroid Cube. That's Rick Bailey. So he used to actually have a camera that would fit on a flat car, but I don't have that camera anymore. So. And so does Chadwick Valley. Very cool. So I'm going to see if I can go grab a double stack, and I'll show you guys how much clearance I have over here. And then after that, we'll advertise our channels. There he goes again. I gotta find him. So I'm just going to place it inside here, get it on the track a little bit, but it's not going to be perfect. So there we go, guys. That's how much room's left after a double stack in there on the rails. So we still got about good 3/4 of an inch to an inch up there yet anyway. So track issues already. Alright guys, we've run late enough, 70 minutes. You guys can throw up in the chat about your channels. Let me know how many people are following you, any contests that you have coming up. I'm pretty sure there's one person in here that's going to tell us about a contest now. You need to get the latest version of the cube and tight wheels. Yeah, I know. I have to check the track gauge on that part of it. Okay, gotta go. Great layout, Sparky. Thank you, New Haven, Ron. And Jerry has 352. Rick Bailey has 127. They all do that, Nate. Gotta go, guys. Have a great night. Very cool. Good night, David Atkins. Alex Brockway, 131. Train Guy, 56, 165. CDP, 1965, has 156 subs. Limping Through Models with Nate, 38. And 257 for just Nate. Leslie has 93. Joey has 89. Sean McGee has 59. I'm going to have to skip over a couple here. Dispatch 43 was last night. That was a really good one too. I like that one. Not that I'm a little biased. James is saying great job tonight. Thank you, buddy. Michael 1131. Kevin Joyner 68. Great show, Sparky. Thank you, Jerry. David Piper has 193. Nathan DeLay, nice to see you, buddy. I have 667. And Nathan, you just keep doing what you're doing, buddy. You build what you want to build, and we're all going to love it because you have a great imagination. EJ and E. Jeff, 331. Ted Johnson, 12. Rich Discoveries, 1467. Still growing slowly every day. Awesome, Rich. And CDP, good night to everybody. Nearly Historical Railroad. Guess I missed most of the show. Well, if you're just tuning in now, then yes, you did. Mine starts at 7 o'clock, so. And Dave Hudson, night to CDP. Dave Hudson, yeah, Rich Discoveries. So everybody's saying have a good night to everybody now. Great live stream, Sparky. Thank you. Thank you, Dwight. Containerman 68, bought something. James Tedesco, good night to everybody, and I just stayed quiet. That was Nancy. And I can't, you spell it and I can't even say it, so, but hopefully you get better soon, Nancy, again. Maybe you do really have to move. Holy cow. Didn't think air quality would really affect somebody's health that much, but maybe it does. Schoolkill River Valley, great stream, Sparky. Good night to everybody. Leslie saying good night. Tom's Trains and Things, night to everybody. And just Nate with Tattagona Valley Railroad and Coal Company saying good night to Art. So that's all I got for you guys. Like I said, Strasburg, May 16th, 17th. Red Caboose Hotel, May 15th. Go check out my sign up video, guys. Lots of big names showing up. And sign up yourself. Let me know that you're coming. Like I said, I do have the tickets. I just don't know where I put them. There we are. I did buy the train tickets for Strasburg, so they're already bought and paid for. So we can all ride on the same train on May 16th at 11 o'clock in the morning. 72 tickets I have purchased, so everybody can hopefully purchase those off of me. I want to meet up at Strasburg at 10 o'clock in the morning on May 16th. So that should give us a good hour to get all kind of situated and sorted out. So that's it for me, guys. I think that train's run long enough. It's been a couple hours now, so I'll shut that off, head in the house, and get ready for bed myself. So I had a great night tonight, guys. Thanks for joining me. And we'll see you guys next week on the Wednesday Night Live Chat. Hot Rod Ronnie on Thursday. Vinny on Friday. Back on track, guys, on Saturday. And then we start all over again with Nate on Monday. Tom's Trains and Things on Monday. Tuesday's back on track. Or on track Tuesdays. Next one is Hot Rod Rodney, I do believe. So, alright, guys. See you on the next live stream. But bye for now.